Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we're going to do the unboxing for the Honor 8 Pro. And again, as you can see, it's written as V9. This is a review unit, hence it's in Chinese, and the variant that we have is the 6GB RAM model that comes with 128GB of storage, and nothing else, mostly written in Chinese, just says DTS over here, but the unit that will be sold in India will come in English. And this Honor 8 Pro is also having a dual camera setup, but this is sort of a phablet sized device. This is having a 5.7 inch screen, and as you can see, we have this in this dark blue color. There is also one more variant that will be sold in India that comes in the black color. As you can see, it's metallic body. We'll come to the handset a bit later. And this is a different kind of a box. This box can be used as a VR kit, as you can see. Let me actually show you the contents of the box first, then we'll talk about the device itself. We have this, and in this we'll have some paperwork and other stuff, and these are the lens for the VR kit. As you can see, some ejector tool and some manual and stuff. Again, as I've told you, this is a review unit, that's why it's in Chinese, so I'll just keep these things to the side for now. And here we have the power brick, and it says Huawei quick charger, and yes, it's a quick charger. It supports 5 volts at 2 amps and even 9 volts at 2 amps, so indeed a fast charger. And USB Type-C cable that we are getting. We don't get any earphones inside the box, so that's what we get inside the box. Let me keep these things to the side and we'll have a look at the handset itself. So this is the Honor 8, and as you can see, it's a big device having a 5.7 inch screen, and fortunately this is having a Quad HD screen, not a 1080p, so that's a nice thing. And it has slight heft. It's made up of metal, so the build quality is nice. As you can see, it has that dual camera setup. I'll talk about that later, but let me first give you a physical overview. On the top, we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone. We also have an IR blaster on this one, so you can control devices like television, air conditioners, etc. with this one. And we have the power, this is the volume rocker and the power on off button. Again, they give good tactile feel. Now again, this is made up of metal. On the bottom, one opening for the speaker, USB Type-C port, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. And on this end we have the slot for your SIM cards. It can accept 2 nano SIMs, and the second slot is hybrid, so that's what we get. And let me just power on this device and give me haptic feedback, and it's giving that Honor branding. And by the time it boots up and I set this up, let me actually give you a configuration overview. This Honor 8 Pro is having a 5.7 inch Quad HD IPS LCD screen. It is powered by the HiSilicon Kirin 960 processor, which is an octa-core processor by Huawei, and it's divided in 2 quad cores. The powerful one is clocked at 2.4 GHz based on the ARM Cortex A73, and the other one is clocked at 1.8 GHz and it's based on the ARM Cortex A53. It has the Mali G71 GPU. It has 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage. There is also one more model with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and it's a dual SIM hybrid. And moving to the camera, it has a rear-facing dual camera with 12 megapixel and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. It also has NFC fingerprint, and the battery is a 4000 mAh battery. So I've just finished setting up this device, and I've also added actually 2 SIMs on this, because many of you were asking me regarding the dual SIM functionality. As you can see, I added a Jio SIM and an Airtel SIM. So yes, it is dual SIM and it supports Jio VoLTE without any issue. As you can see, you see the VoLTE signal. So that is regarding this to the SIM, and you can actually use the second SIM as storage. It's a hybrid solution that you get. And regarding the storage, the one that I have, as I mentioned earlier, this is a review unit. This one is having 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. They might also launch the 4 GB RAM model that comes with 64 GB of storage. As this device is not yet launched, I don't know the Indian pricing. It's going to be launched in India on July 6th, and I've heard rumors that the pricing will be around rupees 30,000. And as you can see, it's running a custom UI, that is the EMUI that Honor uses. And you have the quick toggles and stuff over here, so you can adjust that. And if you go to the settings, Let's go to about the device. As you can see, it's running with EMUI and version 5.1. And regarding the Android version, it is having the Android version 7.0. So we are getting Nougat out of the box, and we have on screen, what do you say, a menu and navigation buttons. So that's what we get. And let's quickly also look at the storage. I did add my Google account on this, but I didn't install a lot of apps. So let's look at the storage, and if we go to memory and storage, out of that 128 gigabytes, we get about 105 gigabytes. You might get about 106 because I've added my Google account and it did update some apps. So you get roughly 106 gigabytes of space on this 128 gigabyte model. And so storage should not be an issue, because if you don't use 2 SIM cards, you can even pop in a micro SD card with this one. One thing that I did check with this device is that this one has an IR blaster, and you can actually control devices with this. I was surprised that the unit that I had did not have a default IR blaster app. So I downloaded this Peel remote from the Google Play Store, and this works actually. I tested it with my television, and I can control the television, I can switch it on, etc. using this one. So that works. The IR blaster functionality works. And again, it's a typical Honor device, and it's a phablet device. And again, they are highlighting the thing that is regarding the camera. Again, as you can see on the back, they have this dual camera setup, but unlike other vendors which do, what do you say, wide vision like LG does, or like iPhone 7 Plus or even the OnePlus that do 2x zoom, this is not going to do all that. But the second camera lens is actually a monochrome one, which aids the first one, and according to Honor, it helps in low lighting conditions and it takes better dynamic range photographs with the aid of the second camera. So both of them actually work to give better results. And I did test the camera quite a bit. Let me actually first show you the camera app. This is what you get, pretty clean interface, and we also have this button to get the bokeh effect. The second lens, it also uses that to get that, and you just tap in and you can take the photograph. And the shutter speed is fast. It even has this beauty mode even for the rear facing camera. For some reason, fortunately, you can disable it. Obviously, for the front facing camera, it is there. As you can see, beauty face, I disabled it, but those options are there. And according to Honor, you can do, this is the bokeh effect that you can get, and this works even in the video. It actually has a lot of modes for camera, as you can see. I won't get into all of this in this video. I'll probably make a different video if you guys are interested, but I did take a lot of camera sample shots with this Honor 8 Pro, and as you can see, the camera performance was actually really good. It produces some very good colors and depth, and even the sharpness was actually there. And it has that monochrome mode, so that also works. And it also has that bokeh mode, as I mentioned, and you can get actually pretty good results. And the front facing camera performance was also actually good. A very quick sample with the front facing camera of this Honor 8 Pro, and as you can see, I'm walking, so this should give you an idea how is the video recording. And the audio is also being recorded via its internal microphone. So very quick test with the front facing camera of the Honor 8 Pro. So overall, it looks like a pretty interesting device, and they are stressing on the camera performance. So it'll be interesting to test out its camera performance with other devices like the OnePlus 5 and others. Do let me know in the comment section if you are interested in that. I can definitely make a separate video regarding the same. Again, it will depend upon the pricing of this Honor 8 Pro. It's launching in India on July 6th. Then we'll have the concrete pricing. So guys, that's it for now for this quick unboxing and first look at this Honor 8 Pro. Do let me know what do you think about this device, and if you have any other specific questions around this device, do post your questions in the YouTube comment section below, and I'll try to include them in my review. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.